One of the best things about being a single man is the freedom to wake up when you want. The fun of the morning makes up for the sadness of the evening. A single man can turn over and over in his bed. He can yawn loudly and scream happily. He can forget his promises from the day before. He can let the fire burn and the candle go out. He can go back to sleep even if he has work to do. He can ignore his boots standing by the bed. He can pretend not to see the hooks that shine in the sunlight coming through the curtains. He can ignore the loud ticking of the clock. He can stay in bed and say, "I was in a hurry yesterday, but not today. Yesterday was silly. Today is wise. The night has made me smart and given me light. I should go, I should do it, I promised I would, but I am weak. How can I leave my soft bed? My feet feel weak. I must be sick. I am too happy here. I want to see my dreams again, those nice women, those angels. I have finally caught the bird that was always flying away. I have her now." Your servant reads your newspaper, opens your letters, and leaves you alone. You go back to sleep with the sound of morning wagons outside. Those wagons with meat and milk make a lot of noise. But you feel like you are on a boat rocked by a gentle wind. Only you can decide to wake up. You take off your nightcap like you take off your napkin after dinner. You sit up in bed. Then you say to yourself, "Oh, I must get up." Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy. Get up, lazy bones. You stay calm. You look around your room and think. Finally, you get out of bed by yourself. Bravely, you go to the fireplace, check the clock, and say, "What's his name is lazy. I guess I will find him. I'll run and catch him if he is gone. He will wait for me. There is always a bit of extra time." You put on your boots quickly. You dress like you are in a hurry. You enjoy being in a rush. You button your clothes, go out like a winner, whistling, holding your cane, and walking fast. After all, you tell yourself you are only responsible to yourself. You are your own boss. But you, poor married man, you were silly enough to tell your wife, "Tomorrow, my dear, I have to get up early." Sometimes she knows this 2 days ahead. Poor Adolphe, you also told her how important this appointment is. It's 4 and especially in short for 2 hours before dawn. Caroline gently wakes you up and softly says, "Adolphe dear, Adolphe love, what's the matter? Is there a fire?" "No, go back to sleep. I made a mistake." But the hour hand was on it. "It's only 4, you can sleep 2 more hours." Telling a man, "You've only got 2 hours to sleep," is like telling a criminal, "It's 5 in the morning. Your execution is at 7:30. This sleep is troubled by a thought, like a bat, flapping on the windows of your mind. In this situation, a woman is as precise as a devil coming to claim a soul he has bought. When the clock strikes 5, your wife's voice, too familiar, echoes in your ear. She says calmly, "Adolphe, it's 5 o'clock. Get up, dear." "Yes, RHHH. Adolphe, you'll be late for your work. You said so yourself." RHHH, yes. You turn over in despair. "Come on, love. I got everything ready last night. Now you must get up, my dear. Do you want to miss your appointment? It's broad daylight." Caroline throws off the blankets and gets up. She wants to show you that she can get up without complaining. She opens the blinds, lets in the sun, the morning air, and the noise of the street. Then she comes back. "Why, Adolphe, You must get up. Who would have thought you had no energy? But it's just like you men. I am only a poor, weak woman. But when I say something, I do it. You get up grumbling, hating marriage. There is no merit in your action. It wasn't you, but your wife, who got up. Caroline gets you everything you need quickly. She plans everything. She gives you a scarf in winter, a light shirt in summer. She treats you like a child. You are still half asleep. She dresses you and does all the work. She finally pushes you out of the house. Without her, nothing would go right. She calls you back to give you a paper or a pocketbook you forgot. You don't think of anything. She thinks of everything. You come back 5 hours later for breakfast, between 11 and noon. The maid is at the door or on the stairs or on the landing talking with someone's servant. She runs in when she hears or sees you. Your servant is slowly setting the table, stopping to look out of the window or to relax, acting like he has plenty of time. You ask for your wife, thinking she is up and dressed. Madam is still in bed, says the maid. You find your wife tired, lazy, and asleep. She stayed awake all night to wake you up in the morning, so she went back to bed and is now very hungry. You are the cause of all these problems. If breakfast is not ready, she says it's because you went out. If she is not dressed and everything is in a mess, it's all your fault. For everything that goes wrong, she has this answer: well, you wanted to get up so early. He wanted to get up so early is the reason for everything. She makes you go to bed early because you got up early. She can do nothing all day because you wanted to get up so early. 18 months later, she still says, without me, you would never get up. To her friends she says, my husband get up. If it weren't for me, he would never get up. To this, a man with gray hair replies, a nice compliment to you, madam. This slightly rude comment stops her boasting. This small trouble, repeated many times, teaches you to live alone even with your family, not to tell everything you know, and to trust only yourself. And you often wonder if the problems of being married are greater than its benefits.